Hi everyone, it is the rocker skating news of the week for the week of October 13th to October 19th. We have a lot to cover here, as always, because that's just what happens every single week. There's all kinds of news that comes out. Michelle, where should we start? Where should we start?
Withdrawals, maybe?
Let's start with withdrawals because there's other even more dramatic stuff that's happening. Okay, so many withdrawals that were announced this past week, and I hate it. I like every single time there's like this person is out of something, I'm just like, no. It's not supposed to happen. Stop it. Camden Pulkkinen already had withdrawn from one of the events. Was it China? There was something else that he withdrew from, didn't he?
I think earlier this season, but China's the first Grand Prix.
So
citing an ongoing back injury.
And it didn't seem good. The way that he was talking about it, the way that he posted on Instagram. I mean, it's so tough given that he's just been working for, a few years getting to try to get to this point, and now it's being sidelined by a back injury. Let's hope heals fast enough for him to get back into training, get to nationals. Kimi Rippon out of the entire Grand Prix. Nina Pinzarone out of the entire Grand Prix. Both of those are rough. Nina Pinzarone was saying she's just had some nagging injuries. She wants to focus on the second half of the season. So in some ways it's more preventative than anything, hopefully. But Kimi has been dealing with a foot injury. So like just sort of injuries galore, unfortunately. And that's tough to see two of the European stars, right, get sidelined for the Grand Prix series. You were saying something about Nina Petrikina earlier.
Oh, yeah, Nina Petrikina, who's also been withdrawing from things due to ongoing injuries. She posted a cute photo on Instagram of her with Kimi and Nina Pinzarone, and, with a message, we'll see each other all on the ice again soon. I hope so. I hope they're all Europeans and feeling good. I will say, coming from like smaller federations, I think all of these skaters kind of feel like their Olympic spots are probably secure. If they get in shape, that the spots are likely theirs, and it's good that they are able to take this time to kind of breathe and recover. I feel like Camden's in a bit of a different situation because there's a lot of competition for the third spot on the men's Olympic team.
Well, there's also the flip side of it, which is, Kimi and Nina were carrying their federation's spots last year, right? And so they worked for that. Kimi last year had to, carry, given Livia Kaiser was not skating as well as she did two seasons ago. Nina Pinzarone was carrying Belgium because Luna Hendricks was out. So the fact that both of those skaters got their country's two spots really like on their own, more or less, was big for them to be able to do what they're doing. So the other withdrawal that we talked about last week was Golubieva and Giotopoulos-Moore, who we thought maybe there was some kind of injury or something that happened with them. Kind of, thank goodness it's not, but also this actually puts their Olympic chances in a little bit of doubt, because I didn't know this until last week. Anastasia Golubieva does not have Australian citizenship. And Michelle, I think you were saying that she only got residency a few months ago.
I think in May. Yeah.
So I have no idea. Yeah.
I guess Australia is pretty strict about actually being in the country for an extended period of time. I think when you look at, like, I'm speaking this without a lot of authority, but I think in the U.S. it's like you establish residency and then you can travel, but like this is your residency the way we see like American skaters or skaters trying to become American representing America do. But I think Australia has this period of time when you can't leave, and I guess they've kept that till now, till she got that residency, and
so they basically can't travel out of the country right now to compete. I mean, we see this with Christina Carrera, right?
Mm-hmm.
She talks about how she's basically making the journey
Mm-hmm.
to and from Canada to train and live and train and live
In
and
Michigan. Yeah.
in Michigan.
Yeah.
So that you know a lot of residency requirements there. Christina
Yeah.
Carrera is another one who we're
Yeah.
still holding our breaths for that citizenship
Yeah.
announcement from her.
Yeah. Fortunately, she is able to travel out of the
Yeah,
country.
right, exactly. It's a little different.
Yeah.
So kind of good news that they're not injured. Bad news
Mm-hmm.
that they don't have citizenship eligibility yet. But hopefully they will by January.
Mm-hmm.
And then Matthias Versluis has a nerve injury. What is it
Yeah,
in
in
his
his leg.
leg?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
So yeah.
we won't see them till Skate Canada, so they have like another week and a half to get ready and recover. But I don't know if they haven't withdrawn yet, but I think there's potential that they might, or you know, might not be in peak condition when they start the Grand
Yeah.
Prix. But
Yeah, for sure. So skaters who are injured, please rest up.
mhm.
We're crossing our fingers for all of you. Okay, on to let's go to Canada, and there were a lot of eyes on the Ontario Sectional Series. I think this is the we're we're just talking about this. It is not sectionals; it is the sectional series,
Mhm.
and I believe it's the qualifying for sectionals. Um,
Just like regionals.
there's also like Skate Canada Challenge, but I think that's sectionals. I don't know. I'm completely at a loss, and somebody's going to school me on it. But the reason it was important was because Gabby Daleman was making something of a statement, and then also Min So Kwon, who we know and love from Korean skating from a number of seasons ago. She's been competing a lot in the regional competitions in Canada because that's where she now lives and trains.
Mhm.
Um, so both of them were there and they both skated very well. Min So Kwon winning that event and Gabby Daleman getting second, but Gabby Daleman like really actually making a statement. She hasn't skated like that and she hasn't looked like that in quite a while, given all those injuries and the setbacks and the injuries again and all that kind of stuff. So um, she's certainly throwing an interesting frisbee into this match this season, as we've talked about with the Canadian women being much more competitive this time around.
Let's go. I'm excited for the return of Gabrielle.
But also, like, let's go Canadian women.
Yeah.
Let's have a really good nationals. I really hope they all go and skate to win, right?
Yeah.
That's always the hope.
I'm pretty sure Gabby just got an international assignment too. I forget which competition she's going to.
She did, and
Mm-hmm.
I also don't remember which one it was. But she posted about it. She was like, "Oh, first international assignment
Mm-hmm.
in like I don't know, 3 years, 4 years."
Yeah.
So she's excited about that.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be good to see her back in international competition. I mean, obviously she needs her minimums
Mm-hmm.
to go to anything at the end of the season, so that's going to be important for her.
She'll get them.
She'll get them.
She'll
Okay,
get them.
I'm burying the lead, but perhaps the biggest part of news of the week, Dennis Vasilios is going at this point coachless for the Olympic season. He announced that he was parting ways with Stefan Lambiel. Not sure if it is coachless or if he's going to another coach, but it's quite the news given that they have been such a team for as long as I can remember now, and we all know how close the two of them were, right? And how close of a coaching relationship they had, and in a lot of ways, Dennis. I don't know if I'm overstepping here, but I feel like Dennis sort of put Stefan on the map as a coach in a lot of ways, and so yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it was a surprise to a lot of people, and it did seem like the separation was amicable and there was nothing going on there. They were, the team was wishing them well, wishing Dennis well, and Dennis had a lot of complimentary things also, I
Mm.
think, to say. So, what do you think of that, Michelle?
I was shocked. I mean, I was one of those moments when I saw the
I
tweet, like,
know.
oh my gosh. And I think it's an odd time for it to happen, like right at the start of the Olympic season. Yeah, I mean, they've been together for, I think I read 9 years they've been together. And, I remember Dennis competing when he still didn't have a triple axel yet. And he was working with Stefan back then. And it seemed like they had a really good relationship and he made so much progress together and, like, spent so much of his career there. It's interesting, and I'm intrigued to find out where he's going and why the switch, why now. I know Dennis has probably had a bit of a rough start to the season with all the drama going on in his federation, some financial issues with the Latvian Skating Federation. So, yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, I'm sure there'll be something
Hmm.
with an interview or something with Dennis. So we'll wait until we hear it from his mouth as to
Hmm.
what happened. But wish him well, and hopefully doesn't derail anything of his
Hmm.
training or anything like that. I mean, we have seen high profile skaters go coachless in an Olympic season before.
Are you thinking
Hashtag
about
Michelle
Michelle?
Kwan.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. So it's not usual. It is very unusual. So
Yeah.
we'll see what happens. All right. Well, that was news of the week for the mid-October week, October 13th to 19th, for the Rocker Skating Podcast.